All right, guys. Today we're going to talk about fractions. Okay? So who can tell me something that they know about fractions?
That can turn them into different types of fractions.
Okay. Like what?
Mixed numbers.
Oh, okay. So mixed numbers. That's a good one. I like that vocabulary. Okay? So mixed numbers. What else right here?
Part of a whole.
They are part of a whole. Very good. Okay? What else? Who else can tell me something else about fractions? What do you think?
Equivalent fraction.
Equivalent. Okay. I love these vocab words. Equivalent fractions. All right. Anything else? Anything else, anybody? Yeah?
You can turn them into decimals.
You can turn them into decimals. Very good. So they can turn to decimals. Okay. Good. So these are all things that we already know about fractions, right? So you guys have a pretty good idea about fractions in here, which is great. Okay. So today we're going to try and compare fractions. Okay. When we compare fractions, we decide, well, which fraction is bigger. Okay. So if I write on the board up here, I have a fraction that's 1/2, and I have a fraction that's 1/4. How do we know which fraction is bigger? How do we know which fraction is bigger? Let's look up here. I don't know if you guys have seen a fraction bar, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and write up here so we can say that this is 1 and this is 1. We'll go ahead and do 1/4. So we have 1/4, 1/4, 1. Wait, hold on. Let's start over. Let's start over. All right, I'm going to ask you guys. We're going to have the fraction 1/4. What goes here? What comes next?
1/2.
Not 1/2. It would be what? 2/4. Okay. 3/4. And then we have 4/4. Okay. And then down here, we're going to have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, and we'll leave it at 3/3. All right, so let me ask you guys a question. What number is bigger, 1/4 or 2/3? Who thinks they know? What number is bigger, 1/4 or 2/3 right here? What do you think? Looking at the fraction chart up here, what's bigger, 1/4 or 2/3? If we come in and color right here, right? We know that that's all the way to 1/4, okay? But then we color all the way in here. That's right, 2/3 is going to be bigger, right? So that's how we figure out. Whenever we're looking at two fractions like this, it's hard to just look at them and decide what number is bigger, right? We actually have to look at a visual right here and decide what number is going to be bigger. Okay, so I want you guys to try this. I'm going to come around with some markers. Okay, everybody gets one marker. Okay. All right, so I want you guys to draw just a fraction line on your whiteboard. So just draw a line straight across like this. Okay. Everybody just draw a straight line. Okay. All right. And I want you guys to label your fraction. We're going to do 4/4, just like we did up here. So let's start out and we'll say 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. Okay, so everybody make your fraction line right here. All the way up to 4/4. Good. If you have room, okay, you're going to have to actually put two fraction lines on there. So do it either at the top or smaller on the bottom. Try and fit it on there. You can do a smaller line if you need to. Okay? And we're going to go all the way up to 6. So we're going to start out at 1/6, 2/6, 3/6,
job, guys. Good. I like how you guys are writing nice and neat. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good. You guys done fraction bars before? All right, so the question I'm going to ask you guys, what fraction is bigger? Okay. And your choices are 2/4 or 5/6. I just want you to write it on your board. Just write which one you think is bigger, 2/4 or 5/6. I want you guys to shade in too. So you're going to shade in the amount of fractions so they're able to see, right? So you shade in all the way to 2/4. You come in and shade in all the way to 5/6. And then on your board, just tell me which fraction is going to be bigger. All right, on the count of 3, I want to see your boards. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Very good. Very good, guys. Very good. Awesome. So you guys now understand how to do your fraction lines to figure out which one's bigger, correct? Okay, good. I'm coming around with some erasers. Everybody gets their own eraser, so go ahead and erase your board for me, okay? Erase your board. Erase your board, please. All right, so now we get to play a little game. Yeah. All right, so I'm coming around with some little cards, okay? I just want you to keep them flipped over. Don't flip them over yet. Okay, I will tell you when to do so. Don't flip them over yet. All right, so this is called more or less. So how this works is I'm gonna say, all right, it's time to go. You're gonna flip the card that's on top. You're gonna lay it in front of you. It will give you a fraction, okay? I'm going to call out another fraction, and you have to tell me if your fraction is more or less than the fraction that I gave to you. So, I would suggest that each time you're going to draw your little fraction bars on your board so that you can compare, okay, your fraction with the one that I'll call out, okay? So our first fraction that we're going to do is 3/4. All right. So everybody flip their first card over. Okay, let's see what you get. All right, so you got 3/6. Looks like you got 1/3. Looks like you got 3/7. So go ahead and let's go ahead and draw our fraction line for 3/4. Right, so we have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Okay, so all the way up to 3/4. And then once you finish that, go ahead and draw your fraction line for the fraction that you pulled with your card. Go ahead and draw the fraction line that you pulled with your card. So once you do that, go ahead and color them in, right? So make sure you color in all the way the percentage of the fraction. And then you write on your board, which fraction's bigger, 3/4 or the one that you pulled? And circle your answer for me. Okay, circle your answer. All right, I want to see everybody's boards. Let me see. All right, sweetheart, what card did you pull? 3/7. Okay, so she pulled 3/7, so that means that actually 3/4 was bigger. And if you look at her fraction bars right here, you can see, right? 3/4 is bigger than 3/7. Good job. Okay, what about you? Let me see your board. Okay? All right, which card did you pull?
3/6.
3/6. Okay, very good, very good. And yours was bigger, okay? What about you? What card did you pull?
1/3.
1/3. So your 3/4 was bigger. Good job, guys. Everybody got an A+. Everybody gave a thumbs up for that one. Good job. All right, erase your boards for me. Okay? All right, we're going to try one more. One more. Okay. All right, so we're at round 2. Ding, ding, ding. All right, so the next fraction we have up here is 1/2. Okay, 1/2. So go ahead and pull your next card. All right, now you have to decide, is your card more or less than 1/2? What's your question?
Got the same one.
You got the same one? Pull a different one then.
I didn't need it.
You did pull a different one. Let's see. Is that different? Everybody get a different one? Okay, all right. So, is the card you pulled, is it more or less than 1/2? More or less than 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and write my fraction bar for 1/2. And I know that 1/2 is all the way up to this line right here, okay? All right. Go ahead and draw your fraction bars for 1/2 and then for the card that you pulled. Go ahead and decide if it's more or less than 1/2. Just go ahead and put your markers down. Make sure you circle which answer is bigger, 1/2 or your card that you pulled. Okay, very good. All right, on the count of 3, I want to see your boards. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see. All right, so you pulled the card 3/4. Okay, so 3/4 is bigger than 1/2. Let's check it out, right? So if we go ahead and put 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4, and we fill it in all the way over here, that is absolutely bigger than 1/2. Is that the bigger fraction, guys? Yeah, you are correct. Very good. All right, sweetheart, you pulled what? You pulled 1/4, right? Is that the card that you pulled? Okay, so if we have 1/4 up here, okay, 2/4, 3/4, okay, we color in all the way right here, okay? We know that 1/2 is going to be bigger than 1/4, just like you did. Good job. All right, so you had 5/8. You had 5/8, and that is absolutely the bigger number there. Good job. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Good. All right, go ahead and erase your boards. Good job, guys. All right. So this will be our last one. Okay, so get ready. Your new fraction is going to be 1/3. 1/3. So go ahead and pull your card. If you pulled the same one, pull another one. Okay? Pull one that you haven't pulled yet. Okay? So your number is 1/3. I'm going to go ahead and draw the fraction bar for 1/3. Okay, and I'm going to color it in so I know how much we're talking about here. Okay. So go ahead and draw your fraction bar for 1/3 and draw your fraction bar for the card that you pulled. And you tell me whether your card is more or less. 2, 3. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, we had 5/12. I want you to turn it around and show your classmates what you drew on your board right there, okay? Now, his bigger fraction was 5/12, and that's absolutely correct, because if you draw your fraction lines right here, right, we see 1/3 is that shaded in area, and then 5/12 all the way to here. So what's the bigger shaded area? 5/12, that is our bigger fraction. Good job, good job. All right, so we have the bigger fraction here is 6/7. So look at her board, guys, right there, okay? That is the bigger fraction. The shaded in area is much bigger whenever she draws out her number line, okay? Right here, we have 3/5, which is absolutely correct, right? 3/5 is going to be bigger than our fraction right here of 1/3. Okay, go ahead and erase your boards, guys. Okay. So today we learned how to compare fractions using a number line. Okay, we learned how to label fractions on a number line and compare them with 2 different fractions to find which fraction is bigger or smaller. Tomorrow we will continue to compare fractions using an activity called closest to 0, 1/2, or 2. Okay. So in the meantime, we're going to finish up our worksheet here. We're going to continue playing our more than less game, okay? So I want you guys to do these independently, all right? Your next fraction is going to be 1/4. So go ahead and pull one and go ahead and start working independently, and I'll come check everybody, okay?